Hi my friends and welcome back to our TR portal tutorial. In this lesson we will talk about the math operations, but before we start I want to talk with you about the data types. I know that in the previous lesson in Semantic Manager and also in structured text programming language we will talk about it, but again, I want to quickly talk about data types. So let's start with the simple. Firstly, I want to open the Notepad, and firstly we have the bool data type, and bool data type length is 1 bit, and it's if the range of the bool data types is the 0 or 1, or you can say the true or false. And address example is the input 0.0 or Q0.0, or you can also use the memory or the marker, and we use the 0.0 or 1 or 2 or 3. The next one is a byte, and byte takes the 8 bits, and it uses the value for the sign and unsigned variable, and we use that for the sign, sorry, not variable, for the data. We use the minus 128 to 2 plus 127. And also if we use the unsigned variable, we can use the from 0 to 255. And example of address, we can use the MB 0. And if you use it in the binary, you will do it like this. For example, we use the 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1. So the next one is the word, and word take the 16 bits, and the value is from 0 to 65,535. And other example is, for example, you can use the MW0. Next one is the dword. Dword use the 32 bits, and it's take the value from the, it's take very big value from 0 to 4 to 9 and 496, 72 and 95. And you can use the MD. For example, address example is the MD0. Next one is the sign int, and it use 8 bits, and you can use the value from minus 128 to 127. And we used address example like the MB0. Next one is the unsigned int, and we use the also 8 bits, and the value from 0 to 255. And we also can use the MB0 like the address. Next one is the int. It's take 60 bits, and it's take the value from 32,368 to 32,767, and it's take the MW. You can assign the address MW0 for it. The next one is a assign it, and it's take also 60 bits, and it's take the value from 0 to 65 and 535, and you can use the MW0 address for it. Sorry. Next one is the int. It's take the 32 parameters, and you can use the value from minus 21, 47.4 and 8.3.6 and 4.8, and up to the same value is the 214 7 8 4 sorry 8 3 6 4 8, and it's take the address from the ending 0. And the last one is assign the int. It's also take 32 bits, and it's take from the 0 to the same like this. And it's also take the NV0 address. And also, my friends, what I want to say about the data types, if you notice, you can see that the verb and assign it takes the same value. It stores the same value, but what is the difference between the verb is a bit pattern, and the assign it's a number. For example, when we use the verb, and for example, we have the 16 bits here, 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 and 1 2 3 and 1. So my friends, we can use the individual bits for example, for the valve open, the next bit for the valve close, the next bit is for the valve fold, and the next one is the for switch our valve to manual mode. And when we talked about assign it, we mean the only number. And I want to say another one analogy for it. When we talked about the verb, we can imagine a panel with 60 switches, and when we talked about it, we can imagine the car odometer reading. So my friends, that's all for today. In the next lesson, we will make some examples in our TIA portal, and I wish you good health and good life. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button if you enjoy the video. See you in the next lesson.